What's up, everybody? Jed Johnson here from DieselCrew.com. Of course, you know they call me Napalm. This past weekend was the Napalm Nightmare World Championship. I did a review video of it with Zach Mullins. It was a Napalm Live, so if you go into my content and go to the live section, you should be able to pull it up, no problem. There were some audio issues. We're going to do another video here pretty soon, me and Zach. And I think we've figured out that the reason the audio issues were going on was there was an echo because neither of us were using earphones or headphones or anything like that. So that was producing the echo. Randy Gentry pointed that out during the live stream. Appreciate it, Randy. And today I'm answering a question that Randy sent in. So he wants to know, are deloads for grip sport different than for power lifters? Do you have to deload both body and hands to see effect? How long is too long of a duration before you fall back some? I'm not going to address that last one, how long is too long, because I have absolutely no idea. But I will talk about deloads for grip sport and for training today. And I'm going to do this by quoting, basically word for word, an Ultimate Warrior interview. This is probably my favorite Ultimate Warrior promo. It's a promo, not an interview. Definitely one of his best. It's my favorite. It's right up there, and I feel it's better than take the two pilots, take over the plane, crash the plane, that promo before WrestleMania 6. Look up Ultimate Warrior's DiBiase promo. DeBiase promo. And this is what he says. So he's addressing the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, who, if you ever watched any wrestling, you know DiBiase would say everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man. So here it is, word for word. All the money in the world can't buy what it takes to be a champion, DiBiase. Dollars do not buy desire. Bankrolls do not buy biceps. And the world does not sing your praises because of C notes. Ted DiBiase, it is not the power of money that flows through these veins. It is the power of my warriors. A power that cannot be bought yet. A power that came to me at a tremendous cost. Sacrifice. And sacrifice, Ted DiBiase, is the bottom line. What are you willing to give up? How much is the World Wrestling Federation Championship belt really worth to you? You say everyone has a price. Well, what price are you willing to pay? Now, it may seem strange that I would quote any wrestling promo when we're talking about deloading, but it actually has a lot to do with this. In this promo, Ultimate Warrior is talking about the work that he put in, basically, to get to the point of having the World Wrestling Federation Championship, and that Ted DiBiase can't just buy the championship from him. He's going to have to put in a tremendous amount of work to beat him for the title as well. And the work, the sacrifice, is what I want to focus on today. Deloading, in case you don't know, is where you plan periods of reduced activity in your training in order to bounce back from the training you're doing, recover, and thus it pushes your training forward even more. It helps you progress by deloading. And the concept is by regularly scheduling deloads, you will have better performance overall because you're giving your body the chance that it needs to recover. Well, that's what people say. I haven't deloaded. I haven't planned a deload, with the exception of prior to a competition, since probably 2010, if not before. I feel that if your training is the way that it should be, and you've got your nutrition dialed in, your rest, your hydration, supplementation, all that stuff, then you don't need deloads. The only time that I have deloaded my body in the last 2 years is when I've had grip competitions. And I just had a major competition on Saturday. I ran a one-person competition for Luke, and I knew going in that Sunday would be a tremendous amount of data analysis for the contest in order to put the results out. The contest was worldwide. It wasn't just done here. So I think there were 14 venues, so I had to combine all the results and figure out the rankings. So I knew it was going to be 3 intense days in a row. So what I did was I planned to train Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And I was going to do all of my normal body training in those 3 days. My normal plan would be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I condensed everything. I planned to condense everything Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. I ended up missing the Thursday workout. It's the first body workout that I've missed in I don't know how long. Thursday, I actually had to do my side gig as wellness coach, and it went a lot longer than expected, and I was just absolutely destroyed. And I knew the way I was feeling, the workout was not being good, was not going to be good. I am not the kind of person that will come in here and just go through the motions in a deload workout. That does not happen. If things catch up to me and I am not feeling good that day, then I just won't train. Because obviously, I've been doing too much and my body needs the rest. And to go through here and do light variations of the body work is just a waste of time, in my opinion. But I have done so much to really hone my workouts and figure out what works best for me. I've talked about it multiple times in the last few months, how many times I've modified the training in order to meet the demands of what I've got going on with not only my training, but also personal life and business, that I'm constantly modifying, constantly crafting it to meet the needs and to ensure that my recovery is on point. I feel that approach to training works way better for me than planning deloads. Okay? So that's the body training. For grip, my standard deload is I will run a mock contest. So, okay, first off, the regular training, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday for grip. Okay? So I will generally run a mock contest for the events that I'm going to be testing in the contest, either on Saturday, Monday, or Tuesday. And then there's no grip training the rest of the time. And a mock contest is not very demanding at all. So it really would fit into a deload day. However, there are no planned deload weeks in my grip training. If I've got a trip coming up, then I don't worry about it because I never deload, I never miss any workouts. So if it happens that there's a trip, I don't even take shit with me. I'll probably train in the hotel fitness center or something like that, and that's it. Because I never miss workouts. I don't care if I have to get my workout in at 3:30, 4:30 in the morning. That workout gets done. And this is where the sacrifice comes in. You need to be able to prioritize your training. And I'm not saying that Randy is wrong. This is not directed at Randy. This is directed at everyone. If you're serious about your training, you're going to get your workout in. Put it somewhere else in your day. Go to the gym before you go to work. Stay late at the gym. Go later to the gym and get it in. Get your workout in. Sacrifice the other stuff in your life that does not contribute to your training. partying, hanging out, video games, all this other stuff that does nothing for the value of your life, you need to get in the habit of taking that out, missing that, and putting that time into your training. So not really a talk on deloading right here, but prioritizing. So prioritize your recovery through proper programming, and you won't need to deload. Prioritize your nutrition so that that is on point. You won't need to deload. Prioritize your hydration. Prioritize your injury prevention. Prioritize your sleep. Prioritize your stress reduction and management. Do all those things right. You won't need to deload. I have a bunch of training clients. One guy, I just filled out his 9th week of training. So he just started with me in like October. We have not deloaded one single time. He is a body training guy only, no grip. My grip guys go multiple months in a row, at least 2 months, before there's any sign of a deload. And any time that those guys deload, it's usually because their workload increased. I've got a manual laborer who will have to do like a special project, and it's extremely physically intensive, and it's not something that you can plan for. He's got to get that work done. Then maybe we'll deload. I've got another guy who has a surgery coming up. He has to get something, some cataracts corrected in his eye. We didn't deload. Hell no. We turned the dial up and we put extra stuff in so that we know where he's at on some of his lifts, so that when he comes back from his recovery from the surgery, he's ahead of the game of where he would be if he would have trained during that time. So I guess the point is, it's going to come down to making sure that your programming is working. And I feel that most people's lifting programs, they're doing way too much for their body. Like, if you feel that after every 3 weeks you need a deload, what? You're going to miss out on top level training every 3 or 4 weeks because you're so fucking tired? Fuck that. Fuck that. That means your training fucking sucks. That means your programming, you're doing way too much volume. You're doing way too much. I'm doing a video. You're doing way too much volume. You're lifting way too heavy weights, and you're not able to recover. You can't recover. You can't recover from your training. And it's to the point that every 3 weeks you have to stop training because your body is shot. Your endocrine system is shot. You're probably not sleeping enough. No. Fuck the deload. Iron Sheik would say, fuck the deload. Fuck the deload. You don't need to do it. You don't need to deload. Deload when you take a trip. Deload when you get hurt slipping on ice. Don't plan deloads. Maybe twice a year plan deloads. And then reward yourself with a deload because you worked your ass off for damn near 6 months straight and didn't miss a workout. So I can't even comment on deloads because I don't do them. Because I manage my training the way it should be, so I don't have to. Now, if you deload too much, will you go backwards? I don't know. I can't speak about it because I don't do it. I'm sorry. Sorry about the interruption. Some random dude knocking on the door, even though I've got my hand up. I guess he couldn't see me. Hope it wasn't too much of a distraction. If you like the video, give it one of these. If you don't like what I said, I guess we're not on the same page. And hopefully we're on the same page with other stuff. But that's how I feel about deloading. Does nothing for me, brother. Doesn't work for me, brother. Check out the Ultimate Warrior promo. It's probably the best he ever did. And I lost it. So I can't tell you what it was again. Ultimate Warrior Ultimate Warrior's DiBiase promo from Saturday Night Live, probably about, I don't know, 1989, 1990, probably 1990. All the best in your training, everybody. Be sure to subscribe. Questions below. Comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are on deloading. Fuck the deload!